Get ready. Woo! We are on tour, and we're doing it better than anybody else alive.
Sir, what? When you talking to me, you talking about a nigga that'll fuck your whole world up. You and your boys make a scene, I'm thinking AC Green, cause it's gonna be at least 4 or 5 you niggas in a room curled up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You ain't nothing but a MC.
Welcome to the latest edition of the Buck Stops Here. I am your host, Hound Dog Buck 50, bringing you the latest in battle rap news. And I am the illest battle rapper in the game. But like I always say, this is not about me. Now, as you know, on this channel, I love to talk about battle rap. But I don't always want to talk about battle rap because I'm a man of many talents and many different, things that I like to talk about. And sometimes I just want to branch off. I just don't want to limit myself to battle rap. So on this one, we're gonna take a journey elsewhere. This is about the dating scene. And this is like some tips for shy dudes, if you will. As men, we all move differently in that dating world, if you will. So we all got our different personalities. And part of it, I always was thought about doing this anyway, but when I overheard some dudes talking about hollering at a chick or whatever, some young boys, and I said, okay, let me talk about this. So this, if you're not shy, this don't apply to you. You know what I'm saying? But if you on the shy side, a little on the slow to holler because you shy, bashful, whatever you want to call it, not confident, this is for you. These 10 tips to help you out. This ain't in no particular order. You know what I'm saying? But we just gonna break it down. It definitely, I think if you take heed, it's gonna help you. So you just gotta take heed. Now we're gonna start off with your attitude. Your attitude is very key when it comes to dealing with the opposite sex and just in life in general. You know what I mean? When you walk in a room, you have to expect, when you step out that door, really, when you leave your house, you got to expect that something good is going to happen to you because that energy is always felt. Words is whatever, but your energy is felt. So if you don't expect nothing to happen or if you expect to get rejected, you already lost half of the battle. So you got to have what's going to happen for me today type attitude. You carry that with you. That expecting something good to happen. Now, on a second, that was one. Now, number 2, remember what we said, no particular order. 2 is any dude that's shy, you got to have at least one friend that's more outgoing than you are. You've got to, because this is the deal. If your best friend is as introverted as you, I'm not saying that you got to disown that person as your friend, but they can't help you in that aspect of your life where you lacking. But if you hang with somebody who's more outgoing than you, for one thing, men are testosterone driven, so we tend to compete. So if you're dealing with a dude and you see him out there constantly talking to chicks, you're going to feel bad and you're going to feel the pressure to step up. So you need that. And not to mention, he's probably going to be the type that's be chastising you, making fun of you for not hollering. So that in itself helps you. You know what I mean? So you need to encounter that energy too. Somebody who's far more outgoing than you, so you can tap into their energy. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do that. You know what I mean? Because you can't always be around when you always hanging around somebody that thinks like you don't have anybody that can really challenge your frame of thought. Because if you with somebody else who's already not outgoing, and then you see a chick, but then you start talking yourself out of why you shouldn't holler, then the other person is probably going to just co-sign why you shouldn't holler. So you need that yin and the yang, somebody to challenge your perspective on the situation. Now, number 3, the appearance. A good appearance helps you. Anything that can help your confidence will help you. You know, your haircut, you know, your clothes, how your clothes fit, your beard, anything. All those things can help you. If you know you're looking right, it's going to affect how you approach the world. Not just a woman, just the world in general. So you definitely want to get your appearance right and be on point. Now, number 4 is you gotta know how to work the room. And what I mean by that is, when you walk in a room, you gotta talk to all the ladies, not just the ladies that's cute or the ladies that you think is, you know, bam, bam, Instagram fine. No, you talk to all the ladies. You gotta work the room, because once you learn to work the room, the ladies see you as more approachable, for one. And they look at you like, okay, and then they notice, okay, he's not just talking to one particular chick. So before you know it, it's like, okay, he's a ladies' man. I like him. But they notice if you only gravitating towards the cute ones too. Now, that's not saying if the girl is not the baddest chick in the world, you gotta holler, but acknowledge them too. Because at the end of the day, you perfecting your craft, which is conversation and talking. So while you talking to everybody, you also on the low perfecting your conversational skills. So you got to keep that in mind. Now, number 5 is sometimes you got to be a little narcissistic. And what I mean by that is sometimes you got to give yourself credit. Even if that's not the situation, give yourself credit. You know, if you walk in a store or you anywhere and a young lady just see you and say hello, so you know how sometimes you be like, I wonder if that was, sometimes you just got to be like, yeah, that's what it was. She was trying to holler. Sometimes you got to be that way, because if you're not, what's going to happen is you're always going to question yourself and you're never going to give yourself the credit. Sometimes you got to be like, yeah, that was about me. She came in this line for me. Sometimes you just got to do that to build your own confidence. You can't always be like questioning stuff, because if you questioning something, that means you don't believe in yourself. Now, number 6 is you can't stress hollering. And what I mean by that is, if you're a dude that's not quick to approach, this is where your conversation comes in. So a lot of times where shy dudes mess up is they put so much pressure in hollering to where they just can't say nothing at all. And what you got to do is learn to talk. If you see a young lady anywhere in your everyday going out in the street, because you can watch this video and just leave the house and go to Target. It ain't always about the club and the bars. You know what I'm saying? You go everywhere, you see women. Just say hello. That's it. Because think about it. If you say hello and she act funny with you, you didn't get shot down. You didn't ask her for no information. You didn't ask her for a number. You just said hello. But now if you say hello, she might come back with her energy to make you say, hold on now. I think we might need to start a conversation. There's a lot that can come from a hello. So keep that in mind. You got to talk, and don't put no pressure on yourself to holler. Now, number seven is your eye contact. Eye contact is something so simple, but yet very undervalued when it comes to hollering, because people always want to tell you, say this or do that or do this. But if you make eye contact, it lessens what you have to say verbally, because you're saying it all with your eye contact. With your eye contact, you create energy. And that energy can say, look, I'm a man and I'm looking at you this way. And if she's got that energy, then okay, that the two connect. So you gotta make the eye contact on many levels, because it's not just about you wanting the woman to know that you're looking at her. You're trying to set the tone of being out of the friend zone by being direct with your energy. So your eye contact is ever so important. Now, number 8 is you got to have a presence when you speak. What I mean by that is your tone of voice has to be manly. You don't want to be, even if the chick is not interested, you don't want to have a situation where she's like, huh? What did you say? Speak up. Nah. You want to say what you mean and mean what you say. Have a presence, so that even if she's not with it, she can walk away like, okay, I respect that. So you got to have a presence. That was number 8. Now number 9, don't apologize for who you are. And what I mean by that is we all have different personalities, and those personalities sometimes come out in the way that we approach women. You know, some of us got a smooth personality. Some of us is a little on the goofy side or whatever. But whatever you do, if you're approaching a woman, you got to do what works for you. But don't let that woman make you feel apologetic for what you're doing. You know, do you. Don't apologize for who you are. You know what I'm saying? And when you say something, mean what you say. If you want to tell a woman she looks good, you tell her, you look good. You say it. You say what you mean. Don't be apologizing for that. You know what I'm saying? Stand on your ground. Now, number 10 is you got to get out the house. And some people may say, what do you mean by that? You got to get out. You don't want to, as a shy person, the last thing you want to do is create too many avenues to make you stay in the house. You know, most people have a job where they don't work from home. So, okay, get out the house, work. Create avenues to get out. Like, don't buy weights for your house. Get a gym membership. These are things that's going to make you get out the house, because when you're out, it creates avenues for you to socialize and talk to people. If you're in the house all the time, you become a hermit. You got to remember, the mind is just like a muscle. If you don't work it, you lose it. And the socialism of talking to a woman is no different than working out, say, the arms. You got the arms, the chest. These are all different things that you work out. And if you don't work out on that, you're not working that muscle. And you losing it. You're losing your power. So you got to get out there, because the more you're out, you create avenues to socialize with women. So you got to get out the house. Now, there's always, when you talk about something like that, there always can be many avenues and different things that you can talk about. So those are just 10, no particular order. We're going to drop more, you know what I mean? Like and subscribe, leave comments if you like. If you want me to talk about something else, just, leave a little comment and I'll let you know. On that note, peace, love, and whatever else you think of love.